What insane wedding rule did your bridezilla sister make that sent someone to the hospital? My sister Lena had always been dramatic, but nothing could have prepared me for her wedding disaster. 2 months before her big day, she got completely obsessed with this whole natural healing thing because of her fiancé Travis, who sold wellness supplements online. They kept posting these long rants about toxic chemicals and cleansing your aura, and how prescription drugs were basically poison. I rolled my eyes at most of it, but then Lena sent out this email titled Mandatory Wedding Wellness Protocol to every single guest. The list was completely insane. No perfume or cologne because it would disrupt the energy field. No phones because of electromagnetic radiation. No leather shoes because of animal suffering vibrations. But the one that made my jaw drop was this. Absolutely no prescription medications allowed on the property. None. Zero. I called her immediately. Lena, you can't be serious. Mom needs her heart medication, and you know I have to carry my EpiPen everywhere because of my nut allergy. She got all defensive and started yelling. This is my wedding day, Aubrey. I won't have people contaminating my sacred space with big pharma poison. If you really loved me, you'd support my vision. I tried explaining that my EpiPen wasn't optional, that I could literally die without it. She just kept repeating that I needed to trust the universe, and that my allergy was probably psychosomatic anyway. I hung up and immediately warned my mom and my boyfriend Kevin about the crazy rules. We all agreed to just keep our medications hidden and try not to cause drama. The wedding was at this outdoor venue in the middle of nowhere. No cell service. 40 minutes from the nearest hospital. It was 90 degrees and humid as hell. The ceremony lasted almost 2 hours because Lena wanted every bridesmaid to give a spiritual testimony about their friendship with her. People were literally fainting from the heat, including Kevin's grandmother who was diabetic. The reception was even worse. The dinner was all raw vegetables and fruit, with these weird herbal drinks that tasted like grass water. No real food anywhere. The wedding cake was this gross dehydrated fruit tower that nobody could even cut into. About an hour into the reception, Kevin grabbed a handful of what looked like regular trail mix from one of the tables. Within 30 seconds, his throat started closing up. I could see the panic in his eyes as his face turned red and he started wheezing. I ran to get his EpiPen from his jacket pocket, but it wasn't there. That's when one of the bridesmaids admitted that Lena had ordered security to confiscate all unauthorized pharmaceuticals at the entrance. Some guy in a black shirt had taken Kevin's EpiPen when he walked in. I completely lost it. I started screaming and shoving people aside, demanding to know where they put it. Kevin was on the ground now, gasping for air, his lips turning blue. Finally, one of Travis's groomsmen confessed that he saw Lena throw it in the dumpster behind the kitchen, calling it toxic garbage. I sprinted to the dumpster and dove in headfirst, throwing trash everywhere while Kevin's breathing got worse and worse. I found the EpiPen covered in cake frosting and ran back. Kevin had passed out by then, and his pulse was getting weak. I stabbed the EpiPen into his thigh and held my breath. After what felt like forever, he started breathing normally again. The paramedics arrived about 10 minutes later and rushed him to the hospital. He survived, but barely. Lena's response? She posted on social media the next day about how pharmaceutical dependency had ruined her perfect wedding. She actually suggested that Kevin had faked the whole thing for attention, and that I was addicted to drama. I cut her off completely after that. Haven't spoken to her since.